Streamer University like everybody else, and out of all the chaos, one person stood out to me. India Love. And I'm like, hold up, I know her, I just couldn't place it at first. Then it hit me. Instagram. I used to see her way back when I was in middle school. I had a crush, I admit it. She was one of those Instagram models. But after a while, she kind of disappeared from my timeline until Streamer University brought her back front and center. And once I looked into it, the lore on her is crazy. Turns out her path to Streamer University started with DDG. Now, they weren't dating, but they were making content together. Not that kind of content, relax. I'm talking YouTube streams, Twitch clips, and collabs. And I guess Kai Cenat saw the potential and was like, yeah, we need to bring her. And she blew up overnight. India Love. She's not just any Wilson Ball, she's the ball to a lot of people. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll know in a second. And her joining the Streamer University, well, it's gonna cause some chaos, and it did. Now you throw Duke Dennis into the mix, streamer and content creator, well, you already know what time it is. Duke Dennis and DDG want her. I don't know how legit.
I feel like she's playing both of them, honestly. I feel like she really don't necessarily want, them both. She probably do want them, either one. It really don't matter, I guess. Probably more, Duke Dennis, I guess. But I feel like she's still, playing that role and stuff like that. She just, playing the part. She getting money out of it. She getting, followers and all that stuff out of it and stuff like that. New generation, all that good. All that stuff. But it seems like it doesn't seem genuine, to be honest. I feel like I just feel it doesn't seem genuine. She's just playing the role. And I feel like if y'all watched the Streamer Universe, I feel like Duke kind of knew that already, what it was, stuff like that, especially behind closed doors, I guess. But that's why I feel like he kind of like dropped the ball. what other people been saying. And I feel like DG, he been liked her and stuff like that, so he this is his time to really make his move and stuff like that. So he trying a little bit too hard. But other than that, yeah, that situation right there, I feel like it's just not genuine.
It is, maybe it's for content, maybe it's not, but I'm pretty sure they know her history. But this ain't just about Streamer University. This right here could be a public service announcement, a warning even, because if you dig into India Love's dating history, she got a full roster of some names. Some wild, some toxic, some just straight up embarrassing. Rappers, ball players, some of them fell off after dating her, others got into public beef. Now is that her fault? Maybe, maybe not, but there's a pattern. See, she has been passed around several times. In DDG's lingo, that's not your ball, bro. That ball been in every single gym that you could ever think of. YMCA, LA Fitness, maybe your local rec center. She's been there. At first glance, she looks like a fresh Spalding, but look close, she's actually a never flat, meaning no matter how many hands been on her, she's still got that fresh bounce. If you don't know what my ball means, it means my girl in basketball terms. So let us indulge in this unemployed topic for your entertainment and for mine. And shout out to D Green too, because he made this video first recently. With India, the basketball names are still on it in Sharpie over another name that's already scribbled out over another name. So let's get to the first one, Ron Robinson. India's first love, Ron Robinson, back in 2010. At 14-year-old, India fell for Ron, and they stayed together for 4 years. For a while, it was that cute high school sweetheart vibe, but their fairy tale ended in 2014 with serious messiness. Ron did not take the breakup well. The dude was bitter for years, accusing her of entertaining a rapper, The Game, while still with him. It was weird because India was only 18 during the alleged fling with The Game, and then there's an older guy, The Game, who was 35, almost a 20-year difference, which made the whole situation extra messy. But hey, we're just getting started. Next up.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's how we, get people, we know. That's how people get into the industry, rappers, stuff like that, bring these people, bring these women that, haven't ditched or nothing like that, just because they cute and young and stuff like that, and Mia gets a hold of it, news, whatever shit like that, gets a hold of it, everybody sees it, so everybody goes try to find this person and shit like that, whatever. But yeah, that's how it all starts. Then it's on to the next.
India's rebound into the world of hip-hop, Soulja Boy. After Ron, India had a brief fling with Soulja around late 2013. And by brief, I mean it lasted only a few months. There wasn't much public drama during the hookup itself. It kind of fizzled out as quickly as it began. A couple of years later, he managed to drag India's name into an epic social media beef with none other than Lil Yachty. In October 2016, Soulja Boy randomly posted a bunch of throwback photos of India on Instagram, calling her his old flame, and basically saying he missed her. Lil Yachty, who was an up-and-coming rapper then, slid in saying, "Yo, I'm talking to her, take those down." He claimed India was his girl at that moment. Soulja, who welcomes controversy almost all the time, doubled down with more pics and told Yachty to back off. He even threatened that he'll knock him out with one punch and called him a clout-chasing groupie.
Hey, everybody that keep on writing me talking about, man, Lil Yachty, he a fan of you, he look up to you. Man, I don't give a nigga, you shouldn't text me asking about no nigga. You talking about nigga? You ain't never even met in your life. I've been rocking with this girl for years, my nigga. Don't never in your life, write me and tell me to take.
And see, she on to the next older dude. I think he was what? I think he's in his 30s too, stuff like that. Yeah, next to the next older dude, and she would probably 19, yeah, probably like 19 or something at this time. But yeah, the next older dude, stuff like that. Whatever, you know, getting anything she want because she a cute face, you know, and you know what else. But yeah, it's Soulja Boy. Like, who the fuck like Soulja Boy? Like, and on top of that, he just a weird dude to me, honestly. Back then when I was little, I used to hear a song. You know, I only heard one song of his. Man, it was cool, but he never that. He not like that. Whatever. I think he's just a real life troll that got a little bit of money. He don't even got money like that for real. But just look at him.
Picture down to me and my girl, nigga. I'll slap the shit out you, nigga. Lil Bo. Alright, this is my last video for that bitch ass, ugly ass nigga Lil Bo. Boy, you black as hell, boy. You ugly as fuck. Your hair look like Twizzlers, boy. I snatch them fucking beads out your motherfucking head, you little ass nigga. Nigga, I don't even with you. Your music whack as You called my management telling me I need to meet Soulja. I met your ass at my house. You was whack. I heard your song one night on, bro. That shit was lame as fuck, nigga. You was a groupie. You talking about Soulja, I look up to you. I'm your biggest fan. But look, bro, when I see you, I'ma beat you, bro. On my mama. I'ma beat your motherfucking ass, bro. And tell QC to stop calling my fucking phone. Cause can't nobody save you from this shit, nigga. You shouldn't have texted my phone. You know you fucked up, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Big Soulja, nigga. And I'm riding through Charette right now, nigga. Tell Lil Yachty to pull up on me. I'm gonna beat shit up on the nigga. Wherever you wanted me to let me know. I'm on my way, yo, nigga. I'm on.
I really believe that Soulja Boy can't fight at all. For real, I really feel like he just talks shit and trolls. That's it. I don't think he can really throw hands. Not one bit. I haven't yet seen anybody he ever got a beef with online touch him at all. That shit just fades away, shit like that, whatever. As far as I know.
Soulja leaked text messages from India where she supposedly said she's never even met Yachty, basically clowning Lil Yachty for claiming a girl who doesn't claim him. Lil Yachty's response? At first he tweeted that he wasn't beefing over no female, but he clearly was pressed. Yachty clapped back in the most extra way possible. During a live show, he rocked a custom t-shirt reading "Pray for Soulja Boy" and dropped a whole freestyle diss on Soulja. The crowd ate it up and the internet went wild.
I said, fuck Soulja Boy, you a big sad nigga. Lil Bo came in with 100 figures, busting on your I know that you mad. It's Lil Bo, bitch. I'm so glad. I'm so rich. Looking like a rich. Goddamn mad. Cause I'm fucking on his bitch. Soulja Boy is a fucking bitch. It's Lil Bo, though. It's a boat, though. So many diamonds, if I drown, I'm a float. Oh, whoa.
India Love was now the girl that two rappers fought over on Instagram. And where was India in all this? She didn't really jump into the dude's beef publicly, but India's name was everywhere in hip-hop blogs for a minute there. And from that point, she started being treated like an A-class thoter. Not long after the beef, India actually appeared as Lil Yachty's love interest in his 2017 music video Forever Young. Moving on, The Game. Remember how Ron accused India of messing with The Game when she was 18? Well, that wasn't just bitter rambling. There was something there. In late 2014, fresh 18-year-old India was rumored to be dating The Game, who was 35 at the time. That's almost twice her age, like I said. The internet collectively went like, what the fuck? They started leaving flirty comments on each other's IG posts. Now I can't find those because that's like 10 plus years ago, and a lot of the websites haven't archived those posts, so it's gone. Now, The Game has never been one to shy away from drama. As the backlash grew, he actually addressed it head on. On an Instagram post, The Game insists that he and India have never had intercourse. Mind you, there's pictures of them at a picnic or something.
They did that shit. They did that shit. I'm pretty sure she hit him up talking about, you know, don't say this, whoop, 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 you know. He, you know, still fuck with her, where still trying to be on her good side. I was like, alright, cool. I do whatever. Or, you know, our shit, even for his sake, you know, because him being, you know, 35 at the time and her being 18, kind of, you know, makes him look like he's a weirdo, whatever. I mean, I guess he would be a weirdo. But, yeah, so it could be either or, but they did that shit, though. Like, come on now. Like, there's people out here that do that shit all the damn time.
Making crazy love to each other. In fact, a picture that I'm not gonna show, or maybe gonna blur it, he sticks his fingers down there and eats some leftovers with his fingers and sucks it all out. So, yeah, you be the judge. Yeah.
That good stuff.
Despite all that, India and The Game seemed to have this on and off thing going for years. It wasn't just one-time rumor. According to reports, they broke up and made up multiple times between 2014 and 2017. They vibed for a few months, then something would happen, maybe drama, maybe just life. Looking back, India's fling with The Game was probably the most toxic chapter in her dating story. Public backlash, an angry ex, and constant on and off chaos. Not to mention the whole older man angle that had people questioning his intentions. She's even hinted in interviews that she learned to keep her love more private and not rush into it.
Do you find though that you have to now just resort to like praying when it comes to that? Because now you're in the public eye and people try and come for you.
Yeah, everybody comes for me for whatever reason that I don't know, and I'm still trying to figure out. And so I've always reacted in such a way. I was so upset because I'm like, why me? Why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything to anybody, and they all just like hate me or something. And I learned that, you know, your silence is more golden in that situation than anything. And a prayer can only help them and, you know, help the situation, if anything. So I kind of have to resort for God to figure it out because I obviously can't help the pettiness of anybody.
Justin Combs. Amid all the rapper drama, India did have at least one normal-ish relationship, if you can call dating Sean Diddy Combs' son normal. Yep. In 2014, India Love linked up with Justin Combs, who's famous for basically being Diddy's kid. They were often seen together at events and each other's social media. Fans sometimes forgot this chapter because it lacks scandal, but it does deserve a mention, I guess. Let's dive back into the chaos. Cliff Dixon. 2016, India found a new flame. Cliff Dixon, a former pro basketball player that started dating around early 2016 and only lasted a few months. Sadly, in March 2019, Cliff Dixon was shot and killed at his birthday party. Even though India and Cliff hadn't been together for a long time, India publicly mourned him. Rest in peace to him. Rick Ross. Around 2017, a new name popped up in India's dating rumor, and it was a big one. Literally. Rick Ross. I'm sorry.
What was she doing with Rick Ross? Oh my god, like she just touch anybody. Like I guess once you're in the industry, you know, you gotta stay having that money. You can't go back to the same lifestyle you know once had. So you gotta keep up that image, I guess. But goddamn, Rick Ross. Well, I guess especially at that time. Probably now he looking a little more healthier, a little more cleaner. But shit, damn.
Drake. Now, calling this a relationship might be a stretch. It was more like a heavy speculation fueled by social media flirtation. Here's what went down. For her 21st birthday in February 2017, India posted a picture of herself. Plenty of people were thirsting in the comments like usual, but one comment in particular caused a stir. Rick Ross dropped an eye emoji under her pics. Rick was pushing 40 at the time. India had just barely became legal. For a while, neither of them confirmed or denied everything. There's videos of her and them celebrating at some party, I guess, but I don't know. Obviously, the chatter grew enough that Rick Ross eventually addressed it. He denied that they were hooking up, saying he never actually dated India. He just wanted a little play. India, for her part, stayed quiet as she always does. With Rick Ross shooting it down publicly, the rumor eventually fizzled out. Rich the Kid. In late 2017, India got with Rich the Kid, but this went on to be a cheating scandal involving Rich's wife. For context, Rich the Kid was married at the time to a woman named Elle, or Ellie, I don't know how to say her name, sorry. Around the end of 2017, word got out that Rich and India were seeing each other. Then all hell broke loose when Rich's wife put him on blast. She accused Rich of cheating on her with multiple women, and she named India Love as one of them. To prove her point, she leaked him online. As you can see, Rich the Kid's text, not only was Rich cheating on his wife, but he was also lying to India about his martial status. This turned into a public fiasco. People were side-eyeing India. Did she know that Rich was married for real? She stayed quiet about it again, but in the end, Rich's wife filed for divorce, and that was the end of that. Who knows if they was a thing? We'll never know, I guess. Sheck Wes. By late 2018, India Love's dating adventures led her to Sheck Wes, the rapper best known for this hit Mo Bamba. India and Sheck tried to keep their romance low-key, but that didn't work. Their relationship lasted only a few months, roughly late 2018 until mid-2019. We don't have details on why they broke up, but one can guess the public pressure on Sheck's personal issues didn't make things easy. Sheck was accused of domestic... I ain't gonna say it. Sheck was accused of domestic with another girl. Honestly, it was probably for the best that India distanced herself. Red flags were everywhere. Drake. Alright, time for one of the craziest chapters in India Love's life. Her alleged fling with Drake. Yes, Aubrey Graham himself. It all went down in late 2016. Drake was arguably at the peak of his fame, and out of nowhere, reports surfaced that Drake was allegedly hooking up with India Love on the low. As if allegedly cheating on Rihanna wasn't enough, this situationship came with another twist. Turns out India's older sister, Crystal Westbrooks, had been involved with Drake earlier in 2015. So when Crystal found out that Drake and her little sis were maybe a thing, she was heated. Crystal basically put India on blast publicly. She tweeted a shady message. That awkward moment when she hops on your exes. Never mind. I feel like Ray J. If y'all don't know, that hashtag was a direct reference to Ray J's I Hit It First, the infamous song about Kim Kardashian. If you know, you know. India responded with her own tweet aimed at Crystal or possibly Drake or both. It's mad crazy how you could be dating somebody for a period of time and be completely blind to who they really are. Was she suggesting her sister showed her true colors by airing family beef online, or shading Drake for two-timing? Either way, the Westbrook sisters were beefing in public over Drizzy, and gossip sites ate it up. Ultimately, Drake and India's fling was short-lived. By the end of fall 2016, whatever was going on between them fizzled out, and then at that point, she was labeled a hoe. As for Drake, he went on to, well, be a hoe and date half the industry as well. But I guess they're cool now. Drake made an appearance in Kai Cenat Streamer University and shouted out India Love, who was there as a teacher.
And India. After all these years, you know, all the love that we shared, and, you know, our friends and our families knowing each other, I just wanted to say, you'll always be my dog. You'll always be my dog. I got love for you. I'm proud of you.
In early 2020, India sparked buzz about dating rapper Roddy Ricch, who was blowing up at the time with The Box. Remember that song? She posted an Instagram story of them riding jet skis on a Miami getaway, living it up. Naturally, the internet went crazy. India shut it down though. She jumped on social media to deny the rumors, clarifying that Roddy was just a friend and that they were not together. We'll take her word from it. Then we arrive at Devin Haney, a boxing champ. He and India made their relationship official in the summer of 2021, and it quickly became clear that this wasn't just a fling, it was a full-on relationship. How serious did it get? Well, Devin went big. In 2021, he brought India a brand new Range Rover complete with roses and a bow. How cute. She even got a tattoo of his name 3 times. But obviously they split. So what happened? Surprisingly, no crazy drama. In fact, India publicly wished Devin well in life and said there was no hard feelings. India Love Westbrooks, a woman with a crazy dating history. So to Duke Dennis, DDG, or anyone else thinking about shooting their shot, be careful.
And that's really it. I'm gonna say my last 2 couple sentences or whatever. That's what happens when, you know, you bring a female into an industry and, you know, she don't deserve nothing, to be honest, but like, you know, just a cute face and all that shit. And now she got all this bread, you know, I mean, what can you say? But yeah, that shit just all over the place. Too much shit going on. Like I said, she keeping up with this lifestyle because, you know, she messing with rich niggas, and now she hitting the streamers and shit like that because, you know, they got a bag and stuff like that. Streaming's, you know, booming and shit like that. So, you know, she gotta, you know, be relevant somehow. But other than that, have a good night, y'all. I appreciate everything y'all do, you know, especially the 240 people that follow, that subscribe to me. My bad. I do appreciate y'all a lot if y'all still watching this video. But other than that, have a nice day. Have fun. Be safe. Yeah. Thank you.
Mama knew I was gonna rise on the oldest son, bitch. Wait, niggas thinking they fucking with who? That mama bitch got a hole and easy to deal like some candy. She got a sweet tooth. Got me changing the